Hello everyone and welcome back to Car Mechanics Simulator. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? That damaged my controller. Also, Dumpy, you joined really fast. I'm surprised. What the hell is happening? Why is it doing that? My controller doesn't do that. Hold on. Let me try something. Well, now it's not doing it to this controller, so it was just tripping. And yay, Ray, you're here. But I didn't even send Dumpy the link, and he was like, okay, I'm here. And then Ray, I sent you the link, and you were late. How dare you be late? I'm joking. Alright. So I should go get more cars. I have one to work on. You can go in the garage. You're already a nightmare to look at. It runs. You run, amazingly. See, it runs. Runs, that's good. Barely. Barely runs. We'll go to the map. We'll go to the junkyard, see if we can find a couple of good cars. I have no idea what I want to do. I'm just going to find some cars, build them, and talk and all that. Try to find some cars I haven't found yet. Or found in a while. My goal is also to hit a million in this game. Because you get a million and then you buy all stuff. So I have the chest plate and helmet. In what game? Oblivion? Oh, there's a car off to start. There's two cars off to start. Sure, you come with me. How much? Yeah, you were expensive. Then there's a Daytona. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Kind of sad, but I mean, do what you gotta do, man. Ooh, can I buy this? No, I can't. I already know that. I need more cars. Is that all the cars that were in the junkyard? Nope, there's one here. Oh, with unrealistic tires, it actually makes it a drag racer now. Oh, that's sweet. I've never seen a car actually look like that. So that's... I can get one more car. Because there's no more cars here. Cool, cool. We'll go to the garage. Ray, I texted you on Telegram. Because I figured you're doing things, so you're probably not going to hear the notification if you're watching a YouTube video. Because I never do. Actually, it just blocks up my whole phone, so. It'd be cool if I could hook up my phone to my TV, just be like, just gets a text message, just sees the whole screen pop up. It's like, nice. That'd be kind of annoying in some ways, I guess. Alright, now I want to actually look for a car that I do not have. But the car I want to try to find, I don't think I can get at a junkyard, or I've never seen it at a junkyard. So we're going to have to go to a car salvage and hope that it's not an arm and a leg. I don't know. We talk about anything, honestly. Skyrim went pretty well. Much was accomplished. Lots of death and destruction, yes. And I got the special staff that, you know, like apparently only 1% of people who play Skyrim ever get. So I felt pretty good about that. It was really hard, but I got it. Okay, so you're 9 grand. Oh, you're standard though. What's different about you though? Oh, this one, that's 12,000. Jesus. Oh, GT. I have to get the GTR. They're like worth the most money. Apparently, in this game, Nissan GTRs are worth the most. All right. I don't want to pay more than the estimated value. And I have no way to rig this, so I can't even make it so I can. Too bad you can only make it so the bidders can only go up to 15,000. Then I'd never have to pay anything more than 15,000. Oh, you bastards. Oh, you're going a little too high. How much I pay for it? Oh, 31. Not bad. Not bad. There's a couple of nice cars. There was another one. I'm buying this. I'm going to get this and I'm keeping it for me because I yet do not have a Lamborghini in this game. And this is an old school Lamborghini and I have not found it, you know, normally. You know what? How bad of shape is the engine? Well, there's like no engine, just an engine block, so this is going to be a fun car. Wow, it's going to cost a bit. Oh, look at that. It was actually under the value. It's because the engine is like nothing, right? Oh, I'll turn off this darn heater. Hold on, I just gotta check something on the PS Store. So, is there any other cars I want to buy? That these are some cheap cars, like 900 something bucks. You know when they're 900 something bucks, they got like nothing to them. There's a couple El Caminos. What was the game? Oh, Gas Station Simulator. Gas Station No, not gas guzzlers. Gas station. That's a different game. Um. Okay. I think that's all the cars I'm gonna get. Cause nah, actually my whole thing's full, and I got a bunch of cars to work on. Great. Well, at least none of them are new, so I don't have to worry about stripping everything. Cause it sucks when they're like 90% damage or 98% like still health, and only like 2 or 1% damage. That's really annoying because you have to take everything apart. Just then you make no money. I mean, still get money, I guess, back for it, but it's hot in this room. Alright, let me look at these cars, because I still got a few to build. Alright, so these ones are in the shop. You three are out here. Do you all have the same engines to be built? Let's take a look. Engine swap options. Where? Okay, you can do the supercharged one. You can do the supercharged one. You're only one. Okay, so I can build 3 of these superchargers. Wait, your engine? Well, it's kind of built. I mean, that's good enough for me. How's this one? Does this thing I think it doesn't have one. And nope. This engine's fairly complete. Literally. This engine's almost fully complete still. See, you have... Yeah, but the supercharger doesn't have that, does it? No, no, it does. Does it? Doesn't it? No, it sits on top. Okay. If I wanted to put stuff on this. So, how many would we need? We would need 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Wow, we need a lot of stuff. I don't know what I don't know who I'm kidding. Well, that car inside, it's a different car, I think, isn't it? So it shouldn't take this engine. No, yeah, because that's the GTR. So we're actually gonna put this inside. I'm gonna swap it because I'm gonna get the same engine. Okay, so I'm gonna rip this engine out because it needs no. It needs 3 of the same engines built. And it doesn't have an oil pan, so I don't have to worry about doing any of that. So I'm gonna need 8. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot of these. I have to build 3 of these engines. All like fancy parts. Well, then the engines will be built for these 3 cars. And I'm curious, so what is your subframe? Your front subframe E. Or crossmember, I guess, is E. E. Oh, yours is D. So everything else is pretty much the same. You only have a bottom suspension arm, and then it looks like you would have a shock that goes up. Same thing for the front end too. No, you have a bottom and a top. So that means this one will have a bottom and a top, because they're both E's, right? Okay. So these 2 cars are going to be exactly the same, the one here and there. So your engine's been... Nope. That is. Okay, so engine on stand. There. Nope. Nope. Go back. Okay. I need to mark everything. So we're gonna need 3 of the bolts. 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 I don't want... No, I didn't want the gearbox. My list. Let me look at my list. Okay. And I don't want that. We're gonna need 3 of these. 3 of those. 3 of those. You know, this is not so bad. Okay, that's those marked. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna need... And I am marking things as I go, like everything. But I was trying to mark the things that are missing. And then I'm gonna need 8, 16, 24. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 16, 32. Wait, 16. 32, 44. Nope. 48. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48. And I think that's everything I didn't have. So now we'll go to disassemble mode and then we'll rip everything off. And I should have this already. I'll have to mark this. Okay, so that's all these marked. Tell you what, those 3 engines alone are going to be expensive. Yeah, I got all the pistons to take off and stuff too. Okay, heads are off. Those have been marked. So 1, 2, 3, remove. 1, 2, 3, and remove. Because I'm building 3 engines, so if there's 2 of something on an engine, I gotta mark that. I gotta double. So let's say every engine has 2 heads. I didn't mark the flywheel. Then, you know, if you have that, then you have to obviously mark, like, you know, you'll have 6 because you have to have 2 per engine. Remove this, remove this. I marked this already. And then okay, now turn this thing over. What is exactly missing from this? Oh, a lot. So 8, 16, 24. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Well, how many is that? 1, 2. I can't see. 1, 2, 3. It should be 4. No, it should be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And can I see the piston rings any easier this time? I would like to see the piston rings. Oh, that's build. Yeah, I don't want to build. I'll just do this. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then we just remove all these. Good thing none of them are bolted in. And there was also no oil pan, so I have no oil pan, so, you know, when you're missing pieces like this, then once you're actually building this engine, then you just mark whatever you were missing, because then you know you don't have it for the next engine. So these remove, and this is you. Oh, you're not gonna stay? Oh, that's okay if you don't want to stay. It's fine. I'm not forcing you. You can stay if you want. Top with anything. Shoot, I got a lot of stuff to buy. Tuning shop. How many does 6 of these cost? Almost 2 grand. Superchargers, almost 8 grand. Oh man, I actually don't have those. What are these? The belts? No, I was just looking at the guide. Oh no, no worries, no worries. Glad you're back. No, I don't want the coils. I'm about to spend a bunch of money building 3 of the exact same engines. And it will be awesome. I gotta buy 6 of these bad boys. I've never bought that many. Nope. It'd be more than 6. No, it would be 6. 2 per vehicle. Power steering pump. Buy 3 of those. Epic. Alternator. Gotta get all aftermarket parts. Trust me, you're gonna love what it looks like when it's done. Buy 3 of those. Buy 3 of those. Can't buy water pumps on aftermarket like that. Engine head though we can. Oh, these are gonna be the expensive ones. These alone cost more than anything. Oh, actually they're not that bad. It's the superchargers. And then oil filters, gotta buy normal. I just imagine like ordering all this and they just deliver these 3 engines. Like you couldn't even put it together for me, man. Buy 3. Gotta buy 24 spark plugs aftermarket, so they should be better at firing. Oh, 504 bucks. That's not bad at all. But then again, they've never been expensive. Actually, rocker arms. As I'm here, I should just grab them. I know I'm missing them anyways. Oh yeah, oil pan. Oil pan. Which one are you for? You would be. I like these ones. Are you not? I'll buy 3 of those just in case. Oh, and I might as well buy them right here. 24 of these. So I can put that off my list. I'm just going through this because I can't get everything. So yeah, rocker arms. I need 48 of them. Right? Yeah, I would need 48 of them. Valve push rod. I need 48 of these too. They're not expensive as you see. They're actually pretty cheap. And now I have 48. And you just have to manually put these in with your hand. They're not hard. Alright, and then go back to here. Spend more money. Okay, the clutch release bearing is something I have to get here, but all the other parts I can get here. 1, 2, 3. Technically, this should be in the transmission, but you could see these are on the. Sometimes it's different. You can find them in the transmission or on the back of the engine. They're usually on the back of the engine. But there has been a couple of vehicles where like you see all this still sticking out of the transmission. You're just like, what? It happens. Depends on what vehicle you own. Alright, and then these go here. Rod caps, I need to buy those. Man, almost $1,000 for those. And I need to buy 9 of these. Note 9. Piston rings, did that. Crankshaft. And then engine block. Oh yeah, spent almost 7 grand in engine blocks. And then these pistons I can buy from here. How much is this gonna cost me? I don't think I bought this many pistons from here before. Not bad. Alright, that's 3 identical engines that I have to now put together. So we'll start with this beautiful engine, brand new aftermarket coils. I like building the bottoms first. So we gotta put every piston with the piston rings in. Actually, it's already beautiful. I love this, seeing an old engine and then building a bunch of new ones. So that old car that's sitting out in the garage here, that really old one that I took this engine out of, I'm gonna just copy exactly the same except for the tires, because the other car is identical to it. See, these are the long screws. Boop. But they usually stay on better, I've noticed. So once these are all bolted in, I can slap the oil pan on. I'll see if I have the right one, because I'm building 3 of the exact same engines. And it's funny, the car I took this out of, the only engine swap option is the supercharged engine, so I got the best one. I don't know if that's just because there's an update now for the hot rod thing or the drag race, or if it's because unrealistic tires are on and it's finally kicked in. It's like, oh, I can do whatever I want now, because it's cool. It's beautiful. And is this the right oil pan? Aha, I got the right oil pan. Alright, now she can go back this way. Throw this stuff on. Expensive engine right here. Look how shiny it is. Look how brand new it is. Not a piece, not a scratch, not a dust mark, nothing. Beautiful brand new engine. I always love when they're beautiful and brand new. So good to look at. Of course, these are like 20, 30 grand engines each right now. Because they're all aftermarket, pretty much. Like, look, that's red. They're usually not red. I think they're usually gray, so the aftermarket parts are usually red. Which is cool, because I like that. And put all the timing stuff in. So that part's built. Did I have this belt? No, I don't have this belt because this belt didn't exist. Like, look how new these look. All shiny. Okay, that's put in. I put that. Yeah, okay, put everything in. Then I have this. Then I have these. Like, look how shiny that is. I don't have those ones though. I do have the belts for this though. And I do have the spark plugs. So I don't have to worry about those. And I do have these. Like, look at that. It's already looking like a beautiful piece of machinery right here. Then I gotta put these in. Caps on, and then I am missing the clips. I never got the clips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, the first engine helps me get the rest of the parts for the next engine. And then that way, when you build the next engine, you have all the parts. I had an incomplete engine, so I didn't, no idea what was completely in it, and I don't memorize these engines because there's so many in this game. And also, yeah, I don't have wires. And I didn't know if they were overhead valve, F, normal, you know, there's a bunch. So you gotta manually put these in. I bought the rocker arms. The only thing about sucky about old engines is you have to manually do these with a wrench and all that, where sometimes you don't have to, sometimes you get a machine to do it. But no, new vehicles, you just have something that's already set for it, and you just put it on and start it, and it's really strange. That's how it is nowadays. Then we just screw this on. This isn't a long process. It's actually about the same time in real life too, especially if you've got little, you know, electric tool. You just go, and it's like really quick. Because that's what I did. You keep the bolt in it. You know, it has a little metal thing on the bottom. Usually holds the bolt in. And you just screw it in a little bit gently, and then you go really quick. Because then you have to do the fine adjustments after, but that's a little monumental task. And I don't actually know how to do that properly. I need 3 A's and 3 B's. But she is almost built. And then I gotta build the other 3, and then I could just straight up build them. It's these things that annoy me in the game. In real life, I just, you know, they're not hard to put in real life. They just slide right in. They're just a hold against these. But I used to just tighten them, at a decent amount and then fire the engine and just rev it, and it set them usually by themselves. Or like I wouldn't have it too tight, and then I just do it, let it set, and then I just tighten them, and then they're set and they work however they want. It usually works, but I never have to really deconstruct an entire engine, so I was actually do this properly. But I know how to put an engine together, right? Just some of the settings, and then when you have a really bad head that's warped and stuff, you're supposed to use a machine to bore it out or something and make it better, and I don't have one of those, so I don't know how to operate one. I will be taught later, though, I think in a few months, when I go in for my schooling, which I'm really nervous about. I don't really want to do it because I don't really want to have to go back to a school, and I don't like being around big groups of people. What did I just get rid of that I needed? Engine cover, engine cover. Good question. What did I just get rid of? Oh yes, the belt. I got rid of the belt. Can you get rid of the belt? Ignition wires. Get rid of those, and then none of these are here. Get these. There should be, I think, one more belt, maybe. And then these go on. Actually, match the aftermarket one. Okay, those are in. Yeah, I was right. There's another belt. Oh yeah, because there's a fan. There's a fan that goes on this. Alright, these go on. That's an aftermarket part. So let's go get them. What? Are they not aftermarket? Oh, I thought they were. Because they just... Are they just red in the... Oh, they're just red. I thought they're aftermarket because how shiny they were. But found out that's just what they are. And then I need the fan. Perfect. Give me the radiator fan. And just like that, that's the engine built. Alright, let me double check. Yep, this whole engine has been built. And it's not small. Take that off the engine stand. Install new... No, I don't want to install. I want to create a new engine. I believe these two are the electric engines. And you got these engines. And then there's a diesel one. Right here. Diesel. There's a lot of old engines. Oh, there is this electric engine too. This one here. And then there's... I actually don't know what those go on. How many electric engines do I have? Not too many. The one we want is this one. There it is, and then obviously it's invisible because I need to do this. So I'll flip it over, and yeah. If I could edit these, I don't have the thing to edit these, but if I could, I would skip all of this for you guys, but I have no way of doing that, so I apologize. Because I would have just done that. I would have just did this for you guys. Because now I have to do small talk. I'm not too bad at that. Alright, pistons are in. Well, they're not in, they're just fitted in. So, but I should have all the parts, so we should be able to see this be built without an issue this time. And I did get the right oil pans, because I'm not changing the engine. I'm building 3 of the exact same engines, because 3 cars have, although 2 cars are exactly the same except for the tires and bodywork, obviously 2 different cars, but same frames. And then one's a little bit different. Too bad it wasn't all the same, because then I could have just built, because if so, I could have just got, you know, identical parts for 3 cars again, and then built the body all the same, and then they just buy the individual body panels, because I have all those old cars that I'm building, so these ones I sell. And then you can buy these cars for like really cheap, you know, when you find the ones with nothing in them, you can buy them for really cheap, and they actually sell for a lot of money. It's just, in real life, this is a great way to make a lot of money. Obviously you need a lot of money to build a bunch of these, but then you can sell them for even more with aftermarket parts, especially if you have discounts and stuff. But then you have the issue of time. It takes a lot of time to build these. You might not always get your parts in time. It could be a huge monumental task. Oh, let me go to the front. Ah, cause it's tight. Sneeze. Right, this is all being built. It's starting to look like an engine. Should be able to build these without an issue. Put the belts on. Right, I do have to build all that stuff up top though. I believe this would be easier with a mouse. And I think I can actually hook up mouse and keyboard to PS4, I found out. I don't know how. Like, this would be easier with the clicking. Although I'm pretty fast for controller guy. That's all I'm using, the controller. Just move it back. Alright, hold it. It's not too hard, I hate when it always kicks it out of the way. Oh, I can't put this on? Oh. Well, we got one side completely built. Of course, it looks so weird that there's nothing in the middle. And it's weird, because this is how the engine works, as the pistons go sideways. That's why it says V. When it's a V8, it's because it's in a V shape. Inline is in a line. That's a good way to remember it. And yeah, the middle is just essentially just to hold this stuff. That's what it was built for. These were built sideways to hold these, and then the middle just holds, you know, your superchargers or intakes. And unless you have a company that's different, then this should be your intake, supercharger, etc. But there are probably companies out there. I haven't seen one, but there are probably ones that wouldn't be your intake. Like B&W, I've did. Your intake was here, and your starter was inside. So like you have your normal. Actually, I'll show you guys. So last time I worked on a BMW, I think it was a Mark IV or something. I'm not too sure. So here's your intake. All right, or your box. It could be a little bit smaller than this. I had the starter in here inside, and no joke, I looked for that for a long time where it was, and then I had to Google it, and I had a tough time. So I was just like, okay, let's just take this out of the way. I can't see anything past the intake, so we did. Then I found the starter. It was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Oh, I still gotta build one more of these. I think I'm gonna finish this engine, and then I'm gonna end the stream and do this later tomorrow or the next day. I'm tired. There's another 2 hours of content I'm supposed to do for this because I'm building 3 cars. They usually take like 30 to 40 minutes each when you fully build them. See how long it takes in real life. I mean, it might be faster with power tools. They should really do that, add power tools in this game. This would be much faster. Alright, this goes on. These go on too. So these engines would work. You don't need a transmission for a car to run, that's just engaged gears. It can run just like this. And then you'd still need a starter, so I guess you still would need your transmission, because that's where the starter apparently holds. But you could still hook it up without having it in the transmission, but that's just where it goes. I've been doing the 9 nights quest, and there's just one level where you go inside someone's body or something. I think I remember that one, not sure. Alright, this engine's done too, so I'm gonna leave that there. And I'm gonna shove this one in this car. There you have it. There's a supercharger. In a very dirty car. Just imagine like you bought this car, right? You're like, oh yeah, I bought this at a junkyard, and then you just open the engine and this what was inside of it. It's like, why is this in a junkyard? People have an old car, they do that. First the front windshield busted. I'm not that car. Is that Gran Turismo? This looks like Gran Turismo. This Gran Turismo? So I'm gonna leave the stream, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.